Good morning. Happy Monday. It's Gigi and I am jumping on here for a little back porch chit chat this early in the morning. I'm going to see if I can get anybody to hop on and join me and talk to me for a little bit. We will see. I didn't send out a notification. I didn't tell anybody that I was going live. I just hopped on here to see if I could get anybody on here this morning and talk to me for a second. I can see some people hopping on. So when you hop on, can you say hello to me? And can you tap those hearts and send me a bunch of hearts up? Oh, well, somebody's ahead of the game. Hey, Miss Bonnie Bell. How are you this Monday morning? Happy Monday to you, Lori. Listen, let me tell y'all what I'm doing. I've decided to get on here. Hey, I caught you live. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Hey, do you know when I decided to go live? About 5 minutes ago. My husband, y'all know Mondays. Sometimes you're fortunate if you get a video from me on a Monday because it's usually errands and grocery day and meal prep day and all the things. Well, my husband has he's gone, a dentist appointment this morning. And I was initially going to go with him. He said, "You want to go with me?" And I said, "Well, how long do I have?" And he said, "About 20 minutes. I said, "No, I can't be ready in 20 minutes. So I said, "You go on." He said, "Well, you get ready while I'm gone. And when I get back, we'll do our running around." We're going to go to like a big plant farm greenhouse. I don't know what you call it. They have plants galore. And I want a couple of hanging baskets for my little back porch seating area right here. And I don't know if I can turn y'all around. And we're just working on this. Let me see if I can flip you around. We are just working on this area. I am going to paint my back porch. But over there you can see we put down some mulch. I don't know. Let me see if I can. My ring light is in the way. But you see that little bird hanger, little iron rod thing? Well, I just stuck my little bird cage up there and a little plants. But what I'm doing is I'm going to go look for me some new hanging baskets today for over there and just go look at some plants and stuff. So I said, "I'll be ready when you get back." So I just had a little bit of extra time this morning. Good morning, Patty from Missouri. Thank you for telling me where y'all are from. Hey, Gayla and Kathy Smith, Norm and Kathy Poppy. So I just said, y'all look at my pillow. One of my kids got this for me. No, my husband bought this for me. There's no place like Gigi's house. I think my husband got me this one year for Christmas or something. Good morning from Kansas. Hey, Amber. So I just had a couple of extra minutes to spare this morning. And I said, hey, I'm pulling y'all a little bit closer. And I said, I'm going to come out here for a few minutes. The sun's coming up over the treetops. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let me see if I can tilt you up. Y'all see the tree? The sun's trying to come through the trees, come over the treetops. I said, hey, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to get out here and talk to my... Good morning, Mary. How are you? Hey, Ginger. Good morning. So, see, this is a surprise for you and me. Y'all hit those hearts. Can y'all send me up a bunch of hearts and wake my algorithm up? Let people know I'm on here to chit-chat this morning from Dalton, Georgia. Hey, Brenda. I know right where you're at. I'm a Georgia girl, too. You're in the carpet capital. Can y'all see me and hear me okay? I'm not too far away. I got you pulled up pretty close. Hey, Kathy, thank you. It's a work in progress. There's so much that needs to be done, that's for sure. But I got my mama shirt on today. Usually I've got a Gigi shirt on. I love your pretty hair. Oh, thank you, Amber. Well, today is Monday, so I'm not going to do a whole bunch to my hair today. This is left over from church yesterday. I just ran my blow dryer through it and smoothed it out a little bit. And, well, through the trees, I hear. Sound like construction. That sounds like somebody sawing and cutting up something. I don't know. But anyhow, I just thought I'd get on here and say, hey guys, this morning and talk with you for just a minute while I was waiting on my husband to get back from his dentist appointment. I feel like I got something on my, sorry to be right up in your face, but there's something on my camera. There we go. Good morning, Donna. How are you? I see Christina Larkin is hopping on. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for whoever is sending those hearts up. Must be working because it's waking up some people. I've had my coffee. Oh, I left my coffee inside. I have an iced coffee made that I've been drinking on while I was getting ready. Of course, that's going to start about the time I come out here and try to go live with you. What do you have planned for today? Like I said, we are hauling some stuff to the landfill today. We are going to the greenhouse yard plant garden center, and I don't know what all. There's no telling what we might end up getting into. Then I'm gonna come back and work a little bit around here on my back porch. I just trying to spruce up my back porch a little bit. I've really enjoyed sitting out here, and I'll tell you, for the longest time, this little back porch, and I call it a galley porch because it's just a thin slab porch. Like I said, if you're just getting on, it honestly is just a slab. Y'all can see I've got my feet propped up on my ottoman, but it's just a galley porch. But I'm going to paint it, and we're going to pressure wash back here. And it has always been a place where I kept totes back here. And kept the grandkids' toys in the lock and seal totes and kept their little rides. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. This is from a shout out to Raising Arrows Designs. Macy is a stay-at-home mom. She has 4 boys, and she does most of my shirts. I have to cut grass today. Storms brewing for tonight and tomorrow. Amber, I am so over the rain and the storms and the thunderstorms and the tornadoes and stuff. I'm sending you a bunch of hearts from Georgia. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I appreciate y'all sending those hearts up. Yeah, if you ever get on one of my lives and you'll just tap those little hearts or thumbs up or whatever that go up on the screen, it just wakes up. I think what it does is put your live out in the news feed and just alerts people that you've gone live. So good morning to all of you that's joining me this morning. I'm just doing a little back porch chit chat this morning. I uploaded a thank you for whoever's sending those hearts and those thumbs up. Thank you so much. I posted a video a little bit ago. Well, it took forever to post. It's 9:47 here in Georgia, and I started trying to post that at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It took it a minute, and it's a short video, like 9 minutes, I think, but it took it forever to upload. So thank you for all who are just hopping on and joining me this morning. I am not on here to necessarily talk about anything particular. I just wanted to hang out with you for a little bit this morning and talk to you before I got my day started. Oh, I know what else we're going to do. We're going to be grilling. We've grilled several times over the weekend, but we're going to grill, put some things on the grill today, and I'll video that. I think we may actually do steak, baked potato, and salad today. Oh, Amber, it is so good. It is so good and so refreshing. It really is. If you want something sweet and have a little dessert. It is just so quick and easy to put together. And you know, I think, well, I used the pistachio pudding, but I think you could basically make that same using the pineapple. I think you could do it with a cheesecake instant pudding, the vanilla instant pudding, all the, I think a cheesecake would be really good with it too. Hey, Janine, how are you? And Kathy, I may have already said hey to you. I don't know why. It shows me, like I said, if I repeat your names and say hey to you, it's just because it's showing me that you're live and watching me. So if I repeat your name and I say hey to you more than once, just ignore me, okay? Hey, Tina, Futrell, am I saying that right? Futrell? And Gayla is watching. Good morning, Shirley. How are you this morning? So once my husband gets back, I'm sure the rest of my day will be kind of put your feet on the floor and get to running. But that's typical for a Monday. That is not strange at all to me for a Monday. I just had done several videos over the weekend, and I said, well, sometimes I don't post a video on Mondays because y'all know for me that's grocery day and running errands. But let me tell y'all what I am going to do. My Publix, I got some apple chip pellets, and I'm going to try pork chops on the grill. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. We're going to put some pork chops. Matter of fact, we're going to have steaks probably for our meal today, but he's also going to grill some chicken and some pork chops that I can use throughout the week for our supper, for recipes that I want to do. He's grilling me up. I went and bought some meats that were on sale, and I've been marinating some of them in a lock and seal container in my refrigerator, and I'm going to take them out, bring them to room temperature today, and we're going to grill. But he's going to grill me up some meats that I can use for this week. The hickory is so good. Yes. Love hearing the birds. I know, Amber, me too. Well, you may hear the chickens. They're actually being quiet. Usually when I'm out here on the live, they just go crazy, but they might be sleeping. It's been a minute since we've had a steak, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. I got New York strip because we love ribeyes. My husband loves a ribeye. I love a filet mignon, but the price of steaks, oh, I just wasn't paying it. So the New York strips were on sale, so that's what I got. But we're gonna fire up the grill and enjoy a steak, a baked potato, and a salad. So, okay, I think maybe I got your name right the other day. Is it Adrona? Oh, y'all know I try. Love the cardinals. Did you see any cardinals flying around, or are you just hearing them? Because a lot of times I sit out here and I'll see them in the trees or whatever. Matter of fact, I'm probably in my little flower bed area right here that I'm working on. I'm probably going to put me a bird bath in there. I've got, like I said, I just stuck something up on my iron rod. I got a bird cage hanging up there, but it's just like a novel tree design bird cage. I just hung it up there to have something on my post until I got back with my hanging baskets today. That dinner sounds really good. Yes, really good. And hey, it's always a good day for me when my husband grills, because that means I don't have to fire. All I've got to do is the sides. Might even do some corn. I've watched several content creators recently do the street corn. I love that corn. I'm not even a big corn eater, but that corn on the cob with that cheese and all them spices on it. Oh, I love that street corn. Anyhow, thank you all for joining me and just hanging out with me for a few minutes, and I'm sorry if you hear all that background noise. The neighbors having some work done. So I forgot, and I didn't think about that. They've been doing some work out in their backyard for a couple of weeks now. It's a pretty big project, pretty big undertaking. So corn in the microwave is easy and so good. What kind of corn are you talking about, Amber? Potatoes and onions with salt and pepper with garlic, and put aluminum foil and wrap it. Oh yes, oh yes. I like to do the aluminum packets. I've done it with onions and zucchini. I've done it with broccoli, mushrooms. I like to do the veggie packets. But yes, onions and peppers and garlic potatoes sounds delicious. That is an idea though, Donna, because I was just going to do a baked potato. So that would be really good. Beautiful lady, blessings to you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. And thank you for hopping on and joining us. And I see Linda Wells is hopping on. Good morning to all of you. We're just doing some back porch chit chat. I'm sitting on my back porch. I've got to wear a corn on the cob and the shucks. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I have seen that. I do have some corn on the cob in my freezer. Can y'all tell me, because I know what I can hear on this end, is that bothersome to y'all? That noise that you hear in the background, is that bothersome? Because I can always take this show inside. Am I saying Sharia Cusenberry or Quisenberry? Y'all know I love to try to sound out your names, but most of the time I always tell you I butcher them. But hey to y'all that are just joining on. I'm Gigi. I live in Georgia. Y'all tell me where you're hopping on from. This is just, sometimes I just go impromptu live. I just get I get a few spare minutes, and I said I'm going to go sit out on my back porch because I do love sitting out here, and it's still early. It's nice. The birds are singing, and the sun's coming up over the treetops, and it's just, I can still hear you fine. Okay, good, Amber. I just didn't want it to annoy y'all to death. It's not bothering me, but I know that I can hear it, so you probably can too. But it's just a beautiful time of morning to sit out here, and I said, well, I might not get but a few of my followers to jump on and spend a little bit of time with me, but my husband is at the dentist office. That's what I was telling y'all earlier. He had a dentist appointment. I wasn't ready in time to go with him, so he said, well, you just finish getting ready. I'll pick you up when I leave on my way back. So I said, I'm going to sit out here and talk with some of my sweet followers, and that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Thank you for whoever's sending those hearts up. It does not let me know who sends them up. It just lets me see them. Also put some butter in the potatoes and onions. Oh yeah, girl, you can't have no potatoes without no butter. Y'all, we know everything's better with bacon and butter. Flavor. I know a lot of people don't like the bacon grease thing, but when I fry bacon, you better believe I strain. I have a little strainer. My bacon grease stays in a little mason jar. I have a little strainer that fits over my mason jar. And I strain my bacon grease right into my mason jar. Filters out all the, I know it's flavoring all those bits too, but I just like my bacon grease to be clean and filtered. So I just strain it into my mason jar, put my lid on it, and once it cools down a little bit, I pop it in the refrigerator. That's how I keep my bacon grease. I know a lot of people keep it out on the counter. That's the way it was when I was growing up. It was in a bacon jar, bacon grease container. Good morning, Tammy. How are you? Thank you, Donna. Thank you for the hearts. Maria Collins is watching, and Donna Pelfrey. Hey, ladies. But I love to reserve my bacon grease because I cook it in my green beans. I use it for flavoring a lot. So here in the South, that's just what we do. We flavor with bacon grease, or at least that's what this Southern girl does. But thank you to all. Fine this morning. Well, good, Tammy. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you're able to hop on with us this morning and talk with us just a minute. I am good. I am good. We had a really good church service yesterday. Over the past few weeks, several people have given their hearts to the Lord, and yesterday morning we had a baptism. Four were baptized, so that's a blessing. I saved the bacon grease and used bacon up also. Do you know that I'm never, not that I'm opposed to it, and I would if I ever run out of bacon grease, but I have never used the bacon up. But I see a lot of cooks using it. So I'm sure there's coming a day that I'm going to buy me a tub of it and use it. But I just keep my... Hey, Julie from Texas. Do I have any of my followers here this morning from Tennessee? Is there anybody on here from Tennessee this morning? Thank you for all that are hopping on and joining me. We're doing a little back porch sitting and talking this morning. Just talking and enjoying being outside. It's still nice and cool. I know it's going to warm up as the day goes along. It's gonna warm up, but my husband is at the dentist office and he's gonna pick me up when he gets out, and we're gonna go do some running around. You know, that's what Mondays are for here. My husband still works full time, but his off day is on Mondays. So Mondays we do our running around and getting up. Bacon up is a good substance. I do not cook bacon much. Yes, it is, Amber. Yes, it is. I live about an hour and 20 minutes away from you. South. Love Redneck Gourmet where you live. Oh, yes. Uptown on the square. Yes, Donna. I live about an hour and 20 minutes. Are you in which direction? Like toward LaGrange, Columbus? I'm from East Tennessee. Kathy, the only reason that I was, thank you, Tammy. I was born in North Carolina, and my mom always used bacon grease for seasoning. Honey, I love your mama, because, see, that's the way I was raised, too. Yeah. You used it for flavoring. The reason that I was asking, Kathy, is I saw this link yesterday of a really bad wreck that involved a lot of cars and stuff in downtown Gatlinburg. And I know there were some injuries and stuff, and some people life flighted and stuff, and I just thought that was really sad. And I was just wondering if any of my Tennessee followers had heard anything about that. Yes, near Columbus. Okay. Yeah, I drive right through that area when I'm going to Panama City to the beach. Now I'm getting, the sun is coming up over my treetops, so now I'm starting to see it in the corner of my eye. I was raised that way too. Yeah, I just think that bacon is just a southern seasoning. I use it not just for seasoning green beans. I use it a lot in different dishes. I've got several videos coming out this weekend. Yeah, I apologize if I didn't even think about that when I came out here. But good morning to all of you. If I haven't said good morning to you, Christina Larkin, I think I said hey to you. If I didn't, hey. Yes, that is so sad. I'm about 100 miles from Gatlinburg. Okay. Yeah, it was sad. Somebody sent me the link to the video in my messenger, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's so sad. I didn't know how many. I know I've got a lot of followers from Tennessee, but I didn't know, if any of you were close to that or had heard any more about that wreck. But that was just so sad. I think I read that it may have involved a medical emergency. Maybe somebody had a heart attack or a seizure or something like that behind the wheel. Oh, okay. Okay, Bonnie Bell, hey. Bacon ain't just for all these little tri-state southern girls. I mean, Pennsylvania, that's the sound of summer in the South. Yes, it is, but I'd much rather hear the birds and the chickens. I don't know why the chickens are so quiet. That all that machinery might be scaring them. They might be in their little cubby holes hiding out from the noise. If I have enough bacon grease, I fry my potatoes in it. I also use green beans. Yes, Gayla. Yes. Slap a spoonful of bacon grease in there, and my mama always used fatback grease to season because of availability and cost. I love bacon grease. I'm from Livonia, Georgia. Okay, Martha. Yeah. Hey, we grew up on fatback and stricoline, and I mean, a meal at our house would have been fatback, stricoline, gravy, biscuits, stewed tomatoes. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I know we've gotten away from a lot of that type of cooking because of convenience. A lot of people don't grow their own gardens anymore, or raise their own. I mean, a lot of people still do. I'm not saying that, but I was raised with. We raised a lot of our animals, and a lot of our meat come from our pigs and chickens. Our garden. We always had a huge garden. I sure didn't appreciate that garden when I was a little girl and having to pick it all the time out in the heat. But looking back now, I thought, goodness, that fed us. That was food that God provided to put on our table when, times were a lot harder. Things weren't as convenient as it is today. So I appreciate it looking back now a lot more than I did as a little girl. I didn't like my pawpaw coming over and him and my daddy killing our hogs, and but it was meat. Listen, I've been in my yard. I've seen a big black kettle with crackling going in there for the crackling cornbread, and a hog hanging up by its hooves. Yeah. Yeah, I might not always look like a country girl, but I'm telling you, that's where I come from. And I love country cooking and country eating. Ain't nothing better than fresh vegetables. And I've got a pretty good palate. I love trying different recipes. I love experimenting with food and trying different recipes, but there is nothing like a southern meal. Nothing. Cornbread, pinto beans. And I'll tell you, I have to eat a little bit differently. I'm not as active as I was as a child, and I can just look at something and, put on 5 pounds. So I have to be a little bit more selective about portion size. But I still love cornbread. I love cornbread and milk. Oh my goodness, I love cornbread and milk. There goes the chickens. I love cornbread and milk. Love one of my favorite meals. Y'all tell me what one of your favorite meals are, but I love, and I don't know if any of you do this, but my pawpaw Yearwood, yes, I am, my maiden name, I am a Yearwood. My pawpaw always put a tablespoon of mayonnaise in his beans. Now, I don't do that, but I will tell you this. When I cook pinto beans, I like to put a ham hock or something like that in my pinto beans for seasoning, but I do not want pinto beans without coleslaw. And I'm wondering if it's not the mayonnaise that's in the coleslaw. Thank you for those hearts. Whoever's sending those hearts, thank you. My My mother was always cooking our meals from scratch, and now I try to do that. Love good Southern cooking. Yes, Amber. Thought I seen somebody else. They airlifted too. I don't know about how many of them are doing. I live down the road from Gatlinburg. I always use bacon grease. Okay, Wilma. Thank you for that update. Seen you watching Tabby's live last night. Yes, Donna. I was. Oh, she's got some pretty flowers. Thank you for that update, Wilma. My daddy loved cornbread and milk. Yes, my daddy did too. Now, I don't do the raw onions. I'm not a fan of raw onions, but definitely was on our table, and my husband loves raw onions, so I always slice up one. But good morning. Hey, Kenny, how are you? Love you, darling. Good morning. But one of my favorite meals is I love either ham or a good chuck roast. I love pinto beans. I love coleslaw. And that roast with potatoes, carrots, onions in it. Now, my family loves fried okra. The chickens heard me telling them they needed to wake up. I didn't hear them this morning. Now they're just carrying on. But I just love good country Southern eating. I love fried chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy and biscuits. All the Southern staples that you grew up with on the table. And a lot of people don't like salmon patties, but as you've seen recently, I love to fix salmon patties. I don't like the way it makes my house smell for days, it seems like, but my husband loves salmon patties, so occasionally I will fry them for him. I love a salmon patty on a homemade biscuit with a slice of tomato on it. So, anyhow, we're just back porch sitting and talking this morning if you're just hopping on. I know I'm repeating myself to some of you that have been with me since I come on live, but my husband's at a dentist appointment. I wasn't ready to go with him, so I got ready. He's going to swing back by and pick me up, and we're going to go out and do some errands. My daddy was a Texan, and we loved a big pot of beans and ham hocks in it. Navy beans and pintos are, yes, love navy beans too. I love the big white butter beans. And it's crazy because I am Southern, and this is a Southern thing, but probably my least favorite bean, and I cook them on New Year's as the New Year's tradition, but is black-eyed peas. Those are not my favorite beans. I do like them and I will eat them, but they're not my favorite bean. I love a pinto bean. That's probably pinto beans, or the big white butter beans are my favorite. So, can you show us sometime how you cook your dried pinto beans? Yes, I will. I will go back, Martha, and see if I have a video of me making my pinto beans. Seems like I have made them with you, but if I haven't, I certainly will. Yep, because I got a bag of dried beans in there. I can wash them and soak them, and I've got some ham hocks in the freezer. Take them out. Yeah, and I always save my ham bones and use them for when I'm cooking stuff like that. I love barbecue, especially making pulled pork with homemade potatoes. Yes, girl. I put green olives, celery, dill relish, hard-boiled eggs with mayo, mustard, coleslaw too, with a little honey, mayo. Okay, well, you zhuzh it up a little bit more than me, Dora. Where'd that go, Dora? Don't tell her. I love barbecue. I would say barbecue is at the top of my 5 favorite things to eat. I love barbecue. Love it. Baby back ribs, pulled pork. Yes. Love some barbecue. Yes, got to eat black-eyed peas on New Year's. Yes, Amber. Black-eyed peas. Y'all seen my video on that. Black-eyed peas, collard greens. I made sweet potatoes, ham, all the traditional. I ain't superstitious, and it don't do a thing for me. It's just a Southern tradition. So I grew up eating that on New Year's, and I've just continued to cook it throughout the years. I live by a canal. I'm watching the mini geese in my backyard. Oh, lots of babies. Oh, I bet that's a beautiful sight. Bonnie Bell. Y'all are making me hungry. I know it. I'm making myself hungry because all I've had is coffee this morning. But sometimes on Mondays when we go out, my husband and I grab something. Y'all know we like to do Mexican on Mondays. Not saying that we will, since we're going to put steaks on the grill when we get back home. So I don't know if we'll go. But a lot of times that's our Monday tradition, is we go eat Mexican. We go buy groceries. I was going to tell y'all that. I started to tell y'all that earlier. I'll tell you this. I shop weekly. I shop weekly at Publix. Publix, my husband loves Publix. He just loves it's a little bit more pricey. I'm not going to lie about that. I do look for I'm on their app, and I do save my perks and coupons and stuff like that. But I know that Publix is a little bit pricier than some other grocery stores. But my husband loves their customer service. Here, we've got one that's less than 10 minutes from our house. And they built it brand new I'd say about 3 years ago. We've shopped faithfully ever since they opened it. Well, we went to the other Publix across town before then, but the convenience of having it so close. But our Publix, and I'm doing a video, I'm working on a video, I've got pieces of it right now, but in our Publix has an upstairs dining area. A lot of people will go to the deli. They serve sub sandwiches, salads. They also have a hot steam bar where you can go in there and get a plate and stuff. Well, they have a big dining area upstairs that is super nice. And it overlooks the whole grocery store. I'm talking about from the pharmacy all the way across to the deli. You can view it from up there in the dining room. Well, I went up there this week. I've been shopping there for 3 years. Your daughter loves Publix. Me too, only coffee. So when this ends, I need to eat. Yes, my son smokes baby back ribs and bologna. Okay, Wilma, I love some baby back ribs. I'm not a fan of bologna. I'm sure he probably fixes it delicious. I've seen people inject it with barbecue sauce and inject it with stuff. I just am not a fan of bologna. But when Publix does the deli sandwiches on sale, yes. But I've been shopping at this Publix ever since it opened. I was there for the grand opening. Well, I went up there for the first time this past week. Y'all know when I did my Fruitful Friday and I was in my car, I was in the Publix shopping center doing my Fruitful Friday, and when I finished, I went inside Publix. Well, I said, it was storming and raining and all the things, and I didn't bring my umbrella in, so I said, I'm going to go upstairs and sit in the little dining room that's up there, and I'm going to go check it out and see what it's like. Well, it's beautiful. They've got a little napkin dispenser, a little coffee. I mean, just take your lunch right up there. Well, what I did is I took my book that I write my recipes in. I had my phone up there. I had my recipe book. And I sat up there for a while and worked on and wrote down some recipes that I want to do with y'all. And yes, Martha, it is very convenient. I'm not going to lie. We only have a locally owned grocery store where I live. Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, it's got it all. But you know what? We do have, from back in the day, it's always been here, a little giant farmer's market, which is a small locally owned grocery store too. And a lot of times, just like when we come out of church yesterday, we just ran in there and picked up a couple of bags of charcoal because we knew we wanted to do some grilling. But okay, Kathy, thank you. Me too, eventually. I'm going to get to some yard work today too, but you go do whatever you got to do. Hey, if y'all got to go, I understand completely. But thank you for spending a little time with us this morning, Kathy. But what I'm going to do is a little video with y'all. I'm trying to put it together where it'll make some sense. But I was sitting upstairs in that public deli, and I looked out over the grocery store, and it's just amazing what you can see from up there. But I sat there and I worked on a recipe, and I said, that's what I'm going to do one day. I'm going to take y'all with me. I'm going to write down all my ingredients, and I'm going to go back down. You can ride the elevator up there, or you can climb the steps, and I did the steps. And I'm going to go out there and buy all of the ingredients that I need for the recipe that I'm going to be working on. And I thought, wow, once a week, wouldn't that be neat for me just to go up there, sit, spend an hour up there writing down some recipes, writing down all of my ingredients, and I'm already in the grocery store, and go buy exactly what I need so I don't forget anything on that recipe. I thought that would be pretty cool. It was very quiet up there when I went. I mean, there was one employee that probably was on her lunch break or taking a break because she wasn't up there very long. And I saw one sweet lady that I knew, and I talked to her for a little bit. And after they left, it was just me up there, and I'm sitting at this table just with my ink pen and my recipe book, writing out recipes. So it was pretty neat. I'm gonna post a video, maybe even this week, showing y'all just how nice and convenient it is, and what a space to work in, and jot down a new recipe that you want to try. And you're right there in the grocery store, and you go right out there with your buggy and get all the ingredients that you need. So anyhow, well, I see some, let me see who's hopping on. Y'all say hey to me if you're just hopping on. I see Donna and Dora, Tammy, Amber, Tina. See, it tells me, I know I've said some of y'all's names already. It just shows me, again, I don't know if you log off and log back on, or if it's just showing me that you're still with me. I'm not sure how that works. Do you have y'all's sweet tea in your store? It is so good. Amber, I do not. I haven't seen it. If any of my other Georgia followers can tell. Listen, I'm game to try. Thank you for whoever's sending those hearts. I'm game to buy it and to try it for my husband, but I do not drink tea. I mean, as good as my palate is, and I'm not picky. Y'all just heard how I grew up and we always had tea on the table, and I think it was Lipton or Louisiana tea. But good morning, Sandy. How are you? But I don't drink tea. I don't like it. Believe me, I've tried it. Even as a little girl, I did not like the taste of tea. I've tried it as an adult. I do not like it. I don't care one bit for sweet tea, unsweetened tea. And I know that that's crazy. And if y'all don't think that our children mimic so much of what we do, they are watching us from a very, okay, I'm not going to do no devotion or go all, way out there on this, but our children watch what we do, and they mimic a lot of what we do. Classic is a lot of us are talking about how we cook like we grew up eating, like our mothers and our grandmothers cooked. So I was saying that about the sweet tea is I fixed sweet tea. My boys like sweet tea. My husband likes sweet tea. Yes. Amber, I've seen them. I've seen them on Mama Sue's, and I think Mama Sue or Miss Brenda, or one of them. I seen Mama Sue. I know for a fact Mama Sue because she was on the Shark Tank with them. But I see them. I think I follow the sweet tea. Or either I see them a lot in my news feed. So I'm well aware of who they are and their products and stuff. I just haven't ever ordered them just because I don't like tea. I have thought about maybe trying the hot chocolate. But getting back to our children mimicking what we do, and paying close attention is my daughter doesn't drink tea. And her two daughters, which y'all have seen them do lives with me, Piper and Willow, do not drink tea. Now, I have grandbabies that love sweet tea, but their parents probably love sweet tea. But my daughter doesn't drink tea, and my granddaughters, her daughters, do not drink tea. And I know that that's crazy because I don't know I didn't grow up around anybody in my Southern family that did not drink iced tea, but I don't like it. Never acquired a taste for it. I have tried it. Believe me, I've tried it. Hey to y'all that are just hopping on. Lisa, Swain, Kelly, Phillips. See, and I know I've already said some of y'all's names before. I know I've spoke to you already. So if I repeat your name again, I apologize. But yeah, I love lemonade. And let me tell you, that's going to be I'm going to do that with y'all really soon. I love lemons. I love all things lemon. I'm going to make a simple syrup with y'all. I'm going to do a regular lemonade and a strawberry lemonade, because lemonade and strawberry lemonade is probably my most favorite drink. But let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my simple syrup from monk fruit sweetener to keep it low sugar, same delicious flavor, but I'm going to use a monk fruit sweetener. Or, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to use. I'm going to try it. Just to lower the sugar content. But I have a beautiful lemon. It literally looks like a lemon with a handle. Lemon pitcher. Matter of fact, y'all, I know my husband's going to be here before. Thank you for not sponsoring different products. We grew up drinking iced tea year round. You're welcome, Martha. I don't sponsor. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I don't sell anything. I'm not sponsored. I just buy what I grew up buying. I'm going to walk with y'all. Hang on. I'm going to try to take you out of this stand. Y'all bear with me just a second. I want to show y'all my lemonade pitcher that I'm going to do my lemonade in. I love lemons. I told y'all that I love lemons. And my dining room right now for the spring and summer is decorated. Do you have a recipe for peach salsa coming from the peach state? No. But that's a good recipe to come up with, Amber, because I have bought the peach salsa in my deli department in their little containers. I have bought the peach salsa before. And when I go to the Mexican restaurant, I get a peach mango dressing that I drizzle on top of my salmon. So that might be a great recipe for me to do. Y'all bear with me for just a second, and I'm going to take you back inside. Hang on. So hopefully I won't make y'all dizzy, but we're going to go for a walk, and I'm going to take y'all back inside. Lord, I'm right up in your face. I apologize. Take my glasses off because I only need them for up close. If I try to walk with them, everything becomes blurry, and we'll be on the ground because we done tripped over our own 2 feet. Here's my little back patio with my umbrella and my picnic table sitting out here. I love to sit out here too. Let me get in the house and I'm going to show y'all. I'm going in my back. Gosh, sorry, man. I'm just right up there with my nose and everything, aren't I? Let me take this. I know what it is. I've got y'all in this stand. So let me take you out of this stand. Put my glasses back on, and I'm going to show y'all the little lemonade pitcher that I'm going to use to make my lemonade in. My husband had the news on when he left, so I'm just going to turn that off. Let me take y'all in here to my dining room. I'm going to flip you around. Y'all, my dining room is done in lemons. I'm telling y'all, I love lemons. I'm going to serve it in one of my lemon glasses. But look at my little pitcher that I'm going to make my lemonade in. Y'all look. Isn't that the most adorable thing? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some homemade fresh lemonade Love your beautiful face. I know you. I appreciate that, Amber, but I'm sure you don't like it right up in yours. But anyhow, there's my lemons, y'all. I love lemons, love them. And I've got this little lemon thing that I had made. So, yeah, I'm gonna do some homemade. I'm gonna do strawberry. I'm gonna do some homemade lemonade, but then I'm gonna make a strawberry syrup to go in it and turn it in from regular lemonade to strawberry lemonade. And let me show y'all what sweetener that I'm probably going to use to make my syrup. This is the Whole Earth. This is stevia leaf and monk fruit. That's what I'm going to use. And then I can drink it and enjoy it, and it'll be sugar-free or with a low sugar and not as many sugar calories in it. Whatever, sweetener. Lord, I can come inside now and see them hairs just sticking up, y'all. So now what we can do is we can just go. There's my kitchen. Y'all always see me in my kitchen. There you go. That's where y'all see me standing. Now we'll just go out here until my husband gets home, and we'll sit out here in my sunroom. And y'all, okay, let me see. Oh, I've got some new followers there. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. I just love lemons, y'all. I love them. I love to cook with lemons. I love lemon pound cake. Y'all seen I made that lemon blueberry bundt cake. That was so delicious. Good morning, Betty Ann and Martha Addison. Martha, let me see. Beautiful dining room. Looking forward to seeing the video making. Thank you, Martha. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to drinking it. Let me see who I might have missed walking in here. And am I saying, is it Josie? I'm not even going to. Well, let me just go ahead and try. I know I'm going to butcher your last name. Carazel Grubs? Carazel Grubs is what? I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but anyhow, welcome. I love your dining room. Thank you, Tammy. And Donna, Peggy. Hey, Peggy. I don't have my bracelet on, Peggy. I'm going to do some yard work. I don't have any jewelry on today because I'm going to be out there doing some yard work later. Thank you, Tammy. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you for just hanging out with me, too, because like I said, I just got on here to do some back porch sitting. Now I'm doing some sunroom sitting. And I guess it's taking my husband longer than I thought it might to go to his dentist appointment. I love lemonade, but need low sugar. Yes, me too, Amber. Me too. I definitely have to watch my sugar intake. But I'm going to make this with a stevia leaf monk fruit sweetener. That's how I'm going to make my simple syrup to go in it. And then, of course, the natural sugars that will come from the strawberries. Which, you know, I love strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, all the berries. I love them. So I will be making that lemonade video for homemade lemonade. Matter of fact, I follow these ladies, and they're called the Twang Sisters, and they're from Kentucky. I don't know how I found them. And I know that a lot of you aren't, and truthfully, I don't blame you, but I got on there just for my cooking page. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know how to use it, but I was just, encouraged to be on most of the platforms with my cooking page. But I still, to this day, do not have a YouTube account. And I have 3 Come Cook with Gigi accounts on YouTube up under a fake imposter. They're not mine. If you see Come Cook with Gigi on YouTube, go on and report it because it's not me. I do not have a cooking page account on YouTube. But anyhow, what I was saying is I do. Yes, Amber, be sure to tell her because that Whole Earth, yeah, I like using it. But I did get on TikTok. Now, I don't care about scrolling all those videos and, it's crazy overwhelming at times, but I do get on there and I post little short videos or, basically what I share with y'all on Facebook. But through TikTok, I found the Twang sisters, and I guess they're called that because from Kentucky they have that southern twang, and they're quite funny at times. But the lady that I follow personally, one of the Twang sisters, her name is Vicky. Well, they are where I seen them, which gave me the idea. Not that I've never made lemonade or strawberry lemonade before, but it just reminded me. I saw them making lemonade, and I thought, goodness, it's summertime, and I love lemons, and I buy lemons all the time, and why have I not done lemonade? And when I was watching their video, it just gave me the idea that I needed to make lemonade because I love it. It's my favorite drink. Strawberry lemonade is probably my favorite drink. If it's strawberry lemonade, or I love peach. I love peach flavored drinks. So, hey, y'all that are just hopping on. Janine, I thought you were on here earlier, but if you weren't, hey to you, Janine. And Ruth Moore and Geneva, Franks, Catherine, Valerie, Gayla, Elaine, Short Story, Bonnie Bell, Tina, Carol. See, it shows me all your names. So if I'm repeating it, thank you for those hearts and thumbs up. But thank y'all that are just joining on. I posted a video earlier of a Watergate pistachio salad. I don't always post a video on Monday because I normally am up and gone and to the grocery store and meal planning for the week and meal prepping, and my husband had a dentist appointment. So I got a little time to myself this morning, and I said, hey, let me go live and talk to my sweet followers this morning and just chit chat with them and kill a little time. Hey, Teresa, Erdman and Catherine Hardy just hopping on. Hey, ladies. So we're just talking. We're just hanging out together and talking. And I was out on accidentally touched the screen of my phone and lost you. Had to hop back on. Oh, okay, Janine, I thought I had said hey to you earlier. And don't be cutting me off like that by tapping your phone. No, I'm just kidding. I know it was an accident. Hey, if y'all got to go, you've got to go. I understand. You can't stay with me the whole time, and I just appreciate you hopping on and saying hello and letting me know where you're from. And if you're my new followers, first of all, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and for giving my page a try. I know a lot of times we hear about other content creators from other content creators. So I appreciate if one of them shouted me out and you trusted them enough to come over and view my page. I appreciate that. My name is Gigi, and my name actually is Gwen. But you know what? When you've been a Gigi for 14 years, that's just what you answer to. And my granddaughter named my page. That's what she wanted it called. She wanted people to come and cook with her Gigi. So she said, Gigi, can you name it Come Cook with Gigi? I said, well, yes, baby, why not? Because that's what they're going to do. They're going to come in to my kitchen and cook with me. So that's how I got the name for my cooking page, was from my granddaughter, Willow. And but I'm from Georgia. I'm a Georgia girl, born and bred. And I was born in Fulton County in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm 58. I have a slew. I have 12 grandbabies and 2 bonus grandchildren. It's a big crowd when we all get together. So, but I love being a wife, a mother, a Gigi. I always say, I love my followers, I love cooking, and I love engaging with you. But y'all know, if you've been with me any amount of time, my faith, my relationship with Jesus Christ is first and foremost. My faith, my family, and food and followers. So I try to keep my priorities in the right order. But I love, hello from Kentucky. Have a wonderful day. The weather is beautiful. Rita, our weather is very nice today, especially after all those storms and thunderstorms and tornadoes we had last week. I'm glad to see some nice weather. This has been fun. Thank you, Donna, for being here. So enjoyed the coffee talk. Oh, I'm glad you said that because I need to go find my coffee. I sat it down when I went outside, and now I don't know what it's sitting on my dresser in my bedroom. Look. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, Tammy. I mean, I love him because he first loved me. I won't ever be able to wrap my mind around such a love as the love that Jesus has for us and the price that he paid for us. It's almost like this finite human mind can't even comprehend it, that he would love us that much. But thank you for the reminder. Good morning. It's 86 in Orlando. Oh, good to catch you live. Hey, Denise. I'm glad that you caught me live. I've been live. I've been just chit-chatting and talking away, waiting on my husband to get back from his dentist appointment. But I forgot when I went outside, I had made me an iced coffee. And I had forgotten about it. So, thank you for the reminder. I don't know what the temperature is here, but I do know that I got a notification earlier that it's going to be warmer today than it was yesterday. And it was beautiful yesterday. So, I know it's going to warm up. And one thing I love about sitting out on my back porch is I have a big, huge tree on that side of my yard, just out from my porch a ways. And it helps to keep that area shaded a lot from the direct sun. For a little portion of the day, the sun will hit right in front of my porch. But the porch is usually, it's not going to make a difference when it's hot and that Georgia humidity starts setting in. But it is pretty much shaded from any direct sunlight, so that helps. It's 72. Okay, Peggy. Thank you. That sounds about right. Welcome to all new followers. You will make a lot of friends. Yes, Mary. Yes, if you are a new follower, welcome. Welcome. I'm so honored to have you here. Humbled. Humbled is a better word. Yeah, I mean, I'm honored to have you, but I'm also humbled that you would take the time to come over and follow my page. I love getting on here usually a couple of times a week and doing lives just so that I can talk with you. Because when I'm doing my pre-recorded videos, I talk to you, but you can't talk back to me until I upload the video, and then it's just, respond. So this gives me an opportunity to engage with you in real live time. So I like doing that on occasion when time permits and time allows. But anyhow, I guess I've talked your ears off and talked long enough and kept you long enough. But I hope that you'll enjoy the videos that are coming up. Some of them will be short. Some of them will, of course, be longer than the others. I always try to keep my pre-recorded videos under 30 minutes. First of all, because, I know you don't have all day to spend in my kitchen with me. And secondly, it just takes longer. The longer the video, the longer it takes to upload it and get it to you. So I try my best to keep them under 30 minutes, if at all possible. So thank you. If you're just hopping on, I'm going to say hello to you. Thank you for being here. And I'm also going to close out this live video and get ready. Do you have a busy Monday? Denise, as I was telling them, Mondays are for running errands, groceries, and all the things. Well, my husband had a dentist appointment this morning. Mondays are his off days, as you'll know, and we do our running around. I usually will do some meal prepping. We run around, do any errands to the bank, to the post office, and all the things. But he had a dentist appointment. That's why I'm on here live, because I wasn't ready to go with him in time for him to go. So he said he'll go and just swing back by and pick me up. And then we're going to do some running around. I'm going to do some spring cleaning. That's what I need to do, Sandy. No joke. I need to do some spring cleaning. I feel like I clean every day. You too, Shirley. You too. And thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. The ones that have been on here with me the whole time, thank you. You have a blessed day too, Tammy. If you're just hopping on, I'm hopping off. But how old is your husband? My husband is 59. I'm 58 and he's 59. I love catching you live. It's like visiting with a friend, from one Georgia girl to another. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah. And I've got, quite a few. And I saw the other day, I think when I was doing a live, that one of my followers said she was from the same town. I didn't know who she was, but she was from my same town. So that's pretty cool. But I've got a lot of Georgia followers, which is pretty neat. So, but anyhow, I won't keep you any longer. I know y'all have got things to get to, and got to get your day going too. It's already 10:45. I'm saying my husband's appointment was at 9:30, so hopefully everything's going okay. But yes, my husband still works full time, and he's going to, try to work for a couple of more years, and then who knows? He's still, even at 59, he's a workhorse, and he still gets after it. He don't do anything. He don't expect anything out of anybody working with him or under him that he don't give 100% himself. So he's got almost 40 years in with the power company. So yeah. So a lot of times when all these storms are going on, y'all know what that means. A lot of times he might get called in, and work through the night, helping people's power get restored or whatever. You never know with the power company. It can be, it doesn't even just have to be storms. It can be, a transformer blew and took a whole subdivision out of power, or it can be, troubleshooting, whatever. You don't ever know what might go down with the power. But, just know, if I can say anything, I know when storms roll through, a lot of people, we are so accustomed to having our power, and we don't want to be without it. But we don't control the weather, the storms. That is completely 100% in God's control. But when the power goes out, if I could just offer one bit of advice, by being married to somebody who has worked so many years with the power company, they are working around the clock to restore the power. They get to it as quickly as they can, and depending on what the circumstances are that took the power out to begin with. But, they get a lot of, sometimes they get a lot of heat from the members wanting their power back on. And I get it. I want my power back on too. But trust me when I say they are working around the clock to get the power back on. Working hard, long hours in any kind of weather, in any kind of elements. Doesn't matter. So anyhow, I'm going to tell y'all to appreciate them, because I'm married to one of them. Anyhow, thank y'all so much for spending your Monday morning with me. And I will see you again. Do you work? I do work at home. I do not work a public job. No, Gail, I do not. I've been privileged to be able to be a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom. I spent 12 years of my life homeschooling my children, and that is a job, I promise you. To be a full-time wife and a full-time mother. Yes, yes, Martha, he is. But I work. Hey, Michelle. If you're just hopping on, Michelle, I'm getting ready to close this video out, but I'm glad I was able to catch you. Please pray for me and my family. Okay, Linda. Okay, y'all, if you will call out Linda Wells and ask God to meet the need, whatever her prayer need is for her and her family. But I've been a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home mother for many years. But can I tell y'all something about content creators? I said, well, what was I thinking at almost 60, getting myself a job and going to work? Because, you know, y'all get to see us get on and cook the dish for you or the cake or whatever. But there's a lot of editing the videos and setting up the videos and getting all the ingredients out and cleaning up all the dishes. I don't know how many times a day my dishwasher goes, and, you know, just trying to prepare good, wholesome recipes for you, or trying to, you know what I try to do? I try to do some recipes that are accommodating to diabetics, or ones that watch their carb intake, or people that love good Southern cooking, or people that like Italian dishes. You know, you got to be versatile. It almost reminds me of the scripture verse that says the instant, you know, talking about a pastor or a bishop must be, you know, in season, out of season, always prepared. Well, it's kind of like that with a cook. You got to be instant, in season and out of season, and be ready to prepare different dishes and different meals. And I'm not complaining about that at all. I love how it inspires me to try new things and to try different things. But there's a lot of preparation that goes on, you know, behind the scenes of getting everything ready and trying to be organized. Thank you. I have lost my faith and I don't know how to pray anymore. Oh, well, you know what, Linda? Faith is an instant thing. All you have to do, I don't know what you're going through. So first let me say, I'm not trying to play it down and say that, you know, it's going to instantly change. But I will tell you this, that God is faithful, and he is a very present help in time of trouble. He truly is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. I don't know what you need, but I'm going to ask my followers right now to please pray for Linda Wells. And you know what, Linda, when you don't know how to pray, you know what? God understands your heart. He understands your tears. Tears, listen, that's an emotion that God gave us. So he didn't give us something that he doesn't understand, that he didn't create. So tears are a language that God understands. And I promise you, you can cast all your cares. He said, cast all your cares on me because I care for you. And Linda, even though it may not feel like it, and I don't know your situation and what you're going through, but I do know that the Heavenly Father will not leave you comfortless, and he can help you through whatever it is that you're battling, whatever it is that you're facing, whatever you're going through. Please know that he is a very present help. He can comfort you. He is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. And I pray that you will just spend some time trying to find him, trying to call out to him, and to seek him with all your heart. Seek him and cry out to him in anguish. Just pour your heart out to him. He already knows what you're going through. And even though you don't understand it, that He has a purpose for your pain. And I'm sorry that you're having to go through it. And I know that we all face things in life at different times. And I'm so sorry that you're going through it. But I will ask the God of heaven to touch you and to speak to you and to give you exactly what you stand in need of. Because I don't know what you stand in need of. I don't know the situation. But I do know that I serve a God with all power. And He can help you. Okay. I just got the notification that my husband arrived at home. So let me go by asking you all to lift Linda Wells up in your prayers today, okay? Just call out her name before God. And I know that she would appreciate it, okay? And I know that you will. I know that there's prayer warriors on here. There's saints of God on here that know how to pray and to call out to God. So I pray that y'all will do that, okay? All right, I'm going to go. I love you guys. I've enjoyed spending some Monday morning time with you. I got to get my day going, and I know that you do too. So I love you guys, and I'll see you back again real soon in my kitchen. Bye, guys.